Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. And I wanted to say thank you again for everyone in your well wishes and your suggestions. I made myself some tea, some lemon and ginger, and I went out and got myself some tea and honey. It's really good. Definitely been helping. Um, I did take another COVID test. I tested negative, but it must be some form of the flu or something because I slept yesterday from 5:30 in the evening till 6:30 this morning. So, and I still felt tired when I woke up. So, but I had some avocado toast and some tea, so I'm feeling a little better, having a little energy boost. So I thought I would do my readings, get a couple out for today. Thank you so much for all of your support and all of your well wishes and, watching my videos. It definitely helps me out a ton, and I really appreciate that. All right, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn. I apologize for my voice and if I start coughing. All right. Two of Wands. I feel like that's what we had yesterday, is that came out a couple times yesterday, is that Two of Wands is making those decisions on the directions that you want to go in. And we have the Death card, and the Star card is being hopeful. Feeling like there's more opportunities in a certain direction. I feel like maybe that's something that you're thinking of, that maybe there's something that you want to do and it's pushing you in a new direction, but you feel like there is a lot of opportunities in that direction. But you're kind of like stopped right before you made the decision, because it's scary to take that leap, right? It's scary to take that those steps. It's good to look into it and find the information, but when it really comes down to pulling the trigger and taking those actions, it's like, oh, I don't know, I'm scared, Like it's definitely can be concerning. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at. You're like, I don't know, like I really want to, but I'm kind of feeling like when I was a kid, my mother made us take swimming lessons. And so I was little, I don't know, I was like 5 or 8 or something like that. And so we were in the pool, and then we had to go off the diving board. And I was like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. It was just that fear of I didn't want to do it, but I knew I had to do it. And so, you just plug your nose and jump in. So I feel like that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling with this Two of Wands, is standing at the end of that diving board and saying, I really don't want to, and just taking that, just plugging your nose and going for it. I feel like by taking these changes, things start happening for you. Things start falling in your favor. Things start coming around for you. Things start becoming clearer, I feel. Sometimes I feel like it raises your potential. Like sometimes we limit our own potential, and we don't push ourselves and push those boundaries. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable, I'm not saying to do something that you feel uncomfortable with, but I'm saying that sometimes there are things that we want to do that can give us that feeling of being more fulfilled, and raises our potential to push us to another level. And again, for another example, it's me with this YouTube channel. It's just like pushing myself to have this YouTube channel, and it was definitely a big thing. It took me years to be able to finally feel comfortable with it, but I am so happy that I did, and I feel like that pushed me into, other areas. And I have some, spoiler alert, something, exciting coming up either at the end of May or June that I'm going to be doing. That I'm really excited about, and that's definitely pushed my levels, but it's exciting. And either way that it goes, I feel proud of myself for taking those chances and pushing myself, and exploring different things. And I feel like that's for you too, that if you feel you have something that is out of your comfort zone, that you push yourself, but it's rewarding in many different ways. I feel like that's what that Justice card is it's rewarding in many different ways. And I feel like with this Three of Swords, it's like, with that to the Death card, it's like we're holding on to something that is not working for us, it's working against us. And I feel like that's what this Three of Swords is. Is it, maybe you've tried to do this before, you've tried to do things before and you failed, and so that is coming back up in your head, and that's replaying in your head, and that's talking you out of making this decision. But I feel like that was before, right? You've learned and you've grown and you've evolved and you've become stronger and you're more confident. And yes, that tape is going to play in your head and try and talk you out of it, but you have to take control of that, right? And you have to let that go, like the Death card is, that you have to let that go, that Three of Swords go. Because I always feel like for Capricorn, I'm not saying all Capricorns, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I feel like there's always like this negative, like these, like everything sometimes seems so much harder to do. And it's like, you're really tested to see how badly you want something. Because I feel like it's, some people, they just have this knack where things just fall in place and things happen for them. And, you know, they just, it just seems easier for them. But I feel like for Capricorn, it can be accomplished, but I always feel like it could be that negative energy in your head that plays, that says that, okay, you failed at this before, so what makes you think that you're going to succeed on it this time? And I feel like that plays in your head, and it's like, but that's where you have to take control of that and have the Death card, where you have to release that. You have to stomp that out. You have to let that go and say, no, I'm not playing that tape in my head. Yes, before it did fail and it didn't work out, but that wasn't the right timing for this to happen. Now I feel confident. Now I feel strong. Now I'm stomping out this Three of Swords, and I'm going to succeed. And if it doesn't happen exactly the way that I want, then it's pushed me to go into a new direction, to try other things. And I'm not going to let it take me down. It just means something different that I have to do, or I can succeed at this. And I can really stamp out this Three of Swords that's playing in my head, right? Because I feel like it's, there's that, the angel and the devil on your shoulder, right? The angel is helping you and to move forward, and is positive, and is, trying to give you those words of encouragement. And the devil is saying, well, it's not going to work. It didn't work before. You're not experienced in it. It's not going to happen, and it's that. And so it's like trying to stamp out that devil and that negative energy, and saying that it is going to work. I'm going to make it work, right? I'm going to make it happen. I feel like there's something that you want to get back into. There's something that you want to do. It could be a relationship. It could be a business. It could be whatever it is that you want to do, that you want to get back into, but you're stopping right before you go ahead and do it, because you're having this doubt. You're having these things going on in your head that are saying that you can't. But I feel like it will be so rewarding for you if you stomp this out and you move forward. I feel like it is something that will make you happy and will give you those rewards in so many different ways, because it builds your confidence even higher, right? It makes you feel even stronger. It makes you feel like you could even take on bigger projects or bigger things, right? It's tiring. It's exhausting having to go through it. It's a lot of work, but it's like hanging in there. It's like being tested. How badly do you want to have this happen? Whatever this Two of Wands is that represents for you, this decision. There's something that you're wanting to make a decision at, but you're stopping right before you actually do it. And sometimes when we stop and we wait too long, we start overthinking everything, and then we talk ourselves out of it, and we think of all of the negative things and the bad things that could happen. And then we talk ourselves out of it, and then we don't do it. Sometimes thinking about it too much can hold us back, right? Thinking about it too much, over-processing, thinking about it too much, it holds us back, because we're just playing all of those things that what can happen in a negative way. And sometimes it's good just like, I'm just going to do it and I'm just going to see what happens, right? I'm just going to take a chance and I'll sort it out once I've made my decision. There we go, Seven of Pentacles again. And look at that smile on her face, right? She's really happy because she took the chance, right? She made the effort and she's getting back into something. She's trying something again. Something that you've delayed, right? Something that you've held back. Not letting the negative energy get in there, not letting, it could be people around you. Sometimes we have people around us that don't want to see us advance, that don't want to see us move forward. So if they see us moving forward, they're like trying to pull us back. And I feel like that's something that you also have to be aware of. That is it your own thoughts that are holding you back? Is it other people? What are those things? Success and victory is yours, right? The world is yours. And then we have, when we turn it sideways, it's the eye. I think that's so cool. Seeing the opportunities, but I feel like it's also seeing what is this Three of Swords, what is this Eight of Swords that holds you back. I feel like that is a big thing for people, for them to recognize and for them to figure out. If you're feeling unsatisfied, if you're feeling unfulfilled, if there are things that you want to do, you want to accomplish, relationships that you want to have, what is it that's holding you back? What are those things that hold you back? Is it your own thoughts? Is it people around you that you're surrounding yourself with? What are those things that are holding you back? And to look at that and to see those things and to examine those things and figure out, how can I change that, right? If you're thinking of all of these negative things, well, I failed before and it didn't work before, saying, okay, I acknowledge that it failed before, but I wasn't as strong and confident as I am now. Now I'm ready to push through, that I'm going to fight, I'm going to hang in there, and I'm going to make it work. If it's people that are around you, okay, then maybe not telling them about this new thing that you want to start or that you want to do, because you see that they don't appreciate your accomplishments, and maybe not telling them those things so that they don't have a chance to put you down. You're not giving them that opportunity. You're not opening that door to them for them to hold you back. And seeing that too. And maybe if it's people that are in the like mind of this thing that you want to do, that you surround yourself with people that are in that like mind, that have accomplished this, what you want to do, and so that you're in that energy of their success, right? That you're seeing that, if someone's wanted to start a business, and that you see that they're having success, and you hear those things that they've done, and that you put yourself in that energy or that environment, or surround yourself with people who have had that success. If it's even with people with relationships, if you surround yourself with people with relationships that moan and complain and say negative things about their partner all the time, right? That's going to put you in that energy. But if you surround yourself with people that are happy, that are do things together, that have a true partnership, that, yes, everybody has their ups and downs. I'm not saying every relationship is perfect, but if you're surrounding yourself with those people that have successful relationships, then you're in that energy. And so then you can feed off of that energy, and that helps you to be even stronger, for what it is that you want to do and accomplish. Because you can see that there is success, right? Sometimes we wonder, if we want to do something, we're like, I don't know, is this successful? And if your mind says, well, that's only successful for other people, it's not successful for you, then you stomp that out. And you say, no, like, I'm not believing that negativity. I'm not letting that in my head. I'm stomping that out, because this is something that is important to me. This is something that is driving me. This is something that I want to accomplish. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But I'm hanging in there because I know, I feel inside that I can make this happen. And if it doesn't work the way that you want, that it pushes you in a different direction, but it helps you to feel confident. Yes, I made the right decision. All right, so let's get a fortune reading card. Proposal, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. And that's exactly what I was saying up here, right? Is what is that opportunity for you? Is it relationships? Maybe it is that, getting back into relationships. Like maybe you've been single for a while and you're like, oh, I failed so many times before. Do I want to get back into this? But you're getting back into it with a different perspective, right? that you're not going to bring in that past baggage and say, and start putting that on to a new person. Or maybe it's moving a relationship to a higher level. Maybe it's working through some issues that you have and then moving that relationship to a higher level. Because you're feeling more confident that, yeah, relationships have ups and downs, but I feel like I can communicate and we can work on this. I want to work on this relationship and get past this because this person is important to me. Or it could be business. That's what I was saying too, is trying new businesses, putting yourself in the environment of people who have succeeded or, have accomplished things, and getting that information and being in that, joining those groups or those communities that can help you. So that if you do have some struggles, that you can relate to someone else who's gone through it and they can be there to be your cheerleader, because sometimes, the people that you have around you, they don't quite understand what you're going through. But to have that community that is like, yeah, I understand that I've been through the same thing and this is what I did to help me through it. And so that you know that you have that support, and that makes you feel more confident and makes you feel better. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.